What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, NFL edition. It is Saturday night, October the 3rd. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and each and every time I put out a video. You guys might be watching this Sunday morning. In that case, it's October the 4th. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy NFL Sunday. Let's go ahead and get right into the actions. Hopefully you guys had a great Saturday full of college football action. Another wild day in college football. Pretty much every week there's just massive upsets. It looks like that's just how 2020 is going to be. Anybody can win any given Sunday. So hopefully you guys had a good day in college football. We definitely came away with a nice college football winning day over in the Village. If you saw my video yesterday, I gave out a bunch of winners on the long shot parlay as well as the free play of the day. I gave out 2 plays, both of them came in. So a good video yesterday, a good day in the Village with our college football picks, and now we move on to Sunday with the NFL. So let's go ahead and jump right into the action. So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by. What I like to do with the NFL is my favorite sport to do teasers with. So I like to give you guys a bunch of different teaser options if you guys like to do teasers as well. So I put all of my favorite teaser plays for the week together into what I call the long shot teaser. It's a long shot teaser that I put in myself. I recommend you guys pluck out your favorites, do a smaller teaser. If you've been doing that, this is now week 4. If you've been doing that with the first 3 weeks, you probably have been winning and winning consistently. I'm hitting 86% of my teaser plays, so we are absolutely smashing it with the teasers. We have not hit the long shot teaser yet, believe it or not. We have missed it by 1 each week. It's pretty crazy. I do a lot of smaller teasers myself personally. So not hitting the long shot teaser is not a huge deal because I make up for it with the smaller teaser plays. And like I said, we've only been missing it by 1 teaser each week. So a lot of teaser winners being given out. So that's what I like to do with the NFL. But if you don't like teasers, I'll also give out a free play straight bet towards the end of the video, and we'll make it 2-0 with our free plays this weekend between the college football and the NFL. So let's go ahead and jump right into the action. I'll go ahead and quickly recap our long shot teaser from last week, and then we'll go ahead and get into this week's action. So let me go ahead and put it up on the screen here. Like I said, we missed it by 1. Another great attempt. We had the New England Patriots. They were at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. All they had to do was win, and they did that. We had the Buffalo Bills at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That was a wild game. The Buffalo Bills jumped out to a huge lead, and then the Rams came back and took the lead. It was a crazy comeback. But then Buffalo ended up coming back and scoring the final touchdown of the game to win that one. Our only loss of the day, the New York Giants. Unbelievable performance by them. They were just absolute crap against the 49ers with their backup quarterback, injuries all over the place, and they just go into New York and just completely stomp the Giants. Pitiful performance by the Giants. And then we had the Cleveland Browns at home against the Washington football team. They took care of business. We had the Eagles. Another subpar effort by the Eagles. They were at home against the Bengals. That game ended up in a tie. So the +3 with the Eagles came through for us. We had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers +2. They were on the road against the Denver Broncos. That one came through for us. And then on Monday night, we had the Kansas City Chiefs. They looked great and came away with the win. So another great attempt there. Again, the Giants was our only misplay there. So that was what we did last week. Let's go ahead and move on to this week. Starting off with the Detroit Lions. So they are at home taking on the New Orleans Saints. The Saints have been up and down this year. They rely heavily on Alvin Kamara, and why not? He's a great back, doing it with the running game, the receiving game. But they need other weapons to step up. They are without Michael Thomas. They are now also without Jared Cook for this game. So that's 2 of Drew Brees' best receiving weapons that won't be in this game. Not to mention the Saints are on the road in this one. We have a Detroit Lions team. They're getting healthier. They got Galladay back last week. Their best wide receiver. They had a nice, impressive victory on the road against the Cardinals. I think they can build upon that. I think this is going to be a pretty good game, a close game that can go either way. So I love giving the points here to the home team, Detroit Lions +10, because I think they have a good shot of winning this game outright. But if not, I definitely think they can keep it close. Next, we have the Seahawks and Dolphins over 48. I see a lot of points in this game. Seattle, who is playing better than Russell Wilson right now? Nobody. I don't think Miami will be able to stop this Seattle team. This year, they're running a high up-tempo offense. They're giving the ball to Russell Wilson, letting him throw it all around. In the past years, they relied heavily on the running game, but now they're letting him loose. He has good receiving options all over the place. So I think Seattle is going to score quickly, and I think the Dolphins can keep up as well. They play better at home. Not a scary Seattle defensive team. They're also missing their best player. A few key pieces missing defensively for Seattle, namely their best defensive player in Jamal Adams. So I think Miami at home can definitely put up some points themselves. I think this is going to be a pretty good game. Even though Seattle has looked impressive, I don't think they're just going to run away with this game. I think Miami here can score some points, but I like the over 48. This is also a 7-point teaser. So all of these spreads are being all of these spreads have 7 points added to it. So we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are at home -7. So with the teaser, it is just a pick 'em against the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are pretty good. Naming their defense, they have a lot of studs defensively. Offensively, they are a slow team. They like to run the ball, and they have a rookie quarterback, so they are going to struggle at times offensively. On the flip side, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Although Tom Brady has a ton of weapons, they also play rather slow. Even though they did put up some points last week against Denver, I think this is definitely going to be a slower pace game. Or this is a much better Chargers defensive team. Denver just has a bunch of injuries all over the place. So I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. Both defenses playing well here, and both offenses, I don't think they're going to be running up and down the field in this one. So I'm going with the under, as well as Tampa Bay to win this game at home. And then we're going with the Los Angeles Rams. They're at home against the pitiful New York Giants. I'm taking the Rams here, -6.5 at home. Like I mentioned, they're coming off a tough loss on the road against Buffalo. This team has done a lot of traveling lately, so it should be good for them to be back home. And they're going up against a Giants team. They look like one of the worst teams in the league. This offense for the Rams, they look to be clicking. Jared Goff is looking good again. So I like the Rams here to win this game by a touchdown. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills +4. They're on the road against the Raiders. The Raiders here are dealing with some injuries themselves. Buffalo, nobody is hotter than Buffalo. They are undefeated right now. Josh Allen is playing well. This is going to be a tough game for them on the road, but I think the defense that Buffalo has will keep them in every single game. I think this is going to be a pretty good game. Like I said, both sides here are going to score, but I'm going to go with the better defensive team and the team that just overall looks better, and that's the Buffalo Bills +4. We're getting some points here in case they do lose by a field goal, so we have a little bit of protection there. And next we have the Jacksonville Jaguars +10. They are on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to talk a little bit about this game a little bit later, so I won't get too deep into it, but the rest factor here is huge. Jacksonville last played on Thursday, so they get a few extra days of rest and preparation ahead of this game, whereas Cincinnati, I mentioned earlier, they played basically a game plus another quarter. They had an overtime game that ended in a tie, so they played a whole another quarter in that game, and that was on the road, so they had to travel back at home. The rest factor here is just heavily on Jacksonville, and I just like the way they've been playing. Cincinnati is banged up a little bit. Their running back Mixon is questionable. Not sure if he's going to play. But I like the way Minshew's playing with Jacksonville. They're scoring some points to get DJ Shark back in the lineup as well. So just offensively, I like what I've seen from Jacksonville. They lost a tough one to the Dolphins last week, but I think they regroup here. I don't think the Bengals are good enough to beat anybody by double digits, so I love Jacksonville here +10. And last but not least, we're going with the Baltimore Ravens -7.5. This game should be an absolute blowout. I mentioned earlier the Ravens lost on Monday night to the Kansas City Chiefs. They should be able to pick themselves right back up and just dominate this game. The Washington football team dealing with a few injuries themselves, mainly on their defensive line. Chase Young is not going to be playing, their stud rusher. But even if Washington was completely healthy, this Baltimore team should be fully focused, should be pissed off, should be ready to go. and they are just a much better team here, and I don't see Baltimore slipping up here. I think they'll definitely win this game by at least 8 points and cover the teaser line. So that is it. We have 8 teaser options here for you guys to choose from, or if you want to get crazy with me and do the full 8-team teaser, go right ahead. For me, $100 will pay $1,000. The long shot teasers, any teaser where the payout is $1,000 or more. So quick recap: we have the Detroit Lions plus 10 at home against the Saints. We have the Seahawks and Dolphins over 48. I see a lot of points in that game by both teams. We have Tampa Bay to win at home and stay under 49.5. We have the Los Angeles Rams at home minus 6.5 against the Giants. We have the Buffalo Bills on the road plus 4 against the Raiders. We have the Jaguars plus 10 on the road against the Bengals. And last but not least, the Baltimore Ravens minus 7.5 on the road against the Washington football team. So again, the first 3 weeks we've missed our teasers by 1. We could easily be 3-0 with our long shot teasers and up 3K. But instead we're trying to hit our first one of the year. This could be the one. But like I said, either way, a bunch of these are going to come through. If not all of them, we'll see what happens. But that is our long shot teaser for week 4 of the NFL. Before I get to today's free play of the day, let's go ahead and mention my website really quick, JVilleSportsPicks.com. If you don't know, now you know. This is where you go to sign up to be a part of the village. If you want to receive my daily picks every single day in all sports, the NFL, college football, the NBA is back in action on Sunday, as well as the WNBA. MLB is back on Monday with the next round of the playoffs. So we have action pretty much each and every day, and right around the corner we have college basketball coming in as well. Also with college football, we have a few more conferences that are going to be coming into the mix as well. We're going to start to have some midweek games, or I should say more midweek games, along with a huge slate during the weekend. So a lot of action each and every day. So now is a perfect time to be a part of the village. So go to JVilleSportsPicks.com, sign up to be a part of the village. Sign up to start receiving my daily newsletter each and every day. Once you get to the website, JVilleSportsPicks.com, in the upper right-hand corner, there's a big blue button. Hit that button. It will take you to a page which lists all the different packages that are available. See which one suits you the best. I make them all super cheap. I want you guys all to have my picks each and every day. That's why I do it. I'm about building your bankroll, not taking from it. What I would say to you is try my picks out for 30 days. See how you like it. If you like it, if you're winning, obviously you're going to stick with me. If you're not, if I have a losing record during those 30 days, guess what? You get your money back, or the next month is free. So no risk to you to sign up. So try my picks out. Go to JVilleSportsPicks.com. Hit that button. Sign up to be a part of the village and start winning with us today. Let's go ahead and move on to today's free play of the day in the NFL. It is going to be one of the games I mentioned in the long shot teaser. Can you guess which one it is? You said the Jacksonville Jaguars. You are correct. I love the Jaguars here in this spot. I already mentioned the rest factor. Jacksonville played on the Thursday. Had an extra Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to get ready for this game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Where on the flip side, the Bengals played an overtime game. Not only was it an overtime game, they played the full overtime because neither of the teams could score anything, and that was the Bengals and Eagles game. So the rest factor is huge here. So in addition to the rest factor, I just think from top to bottom, this Jacksonville team is better. Minshew is playing really well right now, better than expected. He's completing over 70% of his passes. On the flip side, Joe Burrow, he's actually looked better than expected as well. But they are relying too much on him. I think he is throwing the ball a lot. When you become too one-dimensional, especially for a rookie, it's definitely not a recipe for success in the NFL. On top of that, their leading rusher, Joe Mixon, is banged up. It does look like he is going to suit up and play, but how effective is he going to be? He hasn't even been that great this year to begin with. His backup, Giovanni Bernard, he's been there forever. Not really a huge threat either. So again, they're going to rely heavily on Burrow. He's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. I just like this Jacksonville team. I don't love this Jacksonville team, but compared to the Bengals, I think they are better than the Bengals. Home field advantage here is not really a huge factor this year. So I like Jacksonville here, plus the 3 on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. I think this is definitely going to be a close game that can go either way. But I think getting the points here with Jacksonville is huge. I think we're getting the better team with points. I got to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. And that is going to be today's free play of the day. We're looking to sweep the board here today in the NFL. If you're interested in the rest of my NFL picks, along with all of my other picks and all other sports, don't forget to go to JVilleSportsPicks.com, sign up for my daily newsletter, and start winning with us today. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up for me for my NFL video. I will definitely see you guys very, very soon. Thank you again for joining me today. And each and every time I put out a video, you guys are awesome. Don't forget to go down below in the description of this video. Check out my different social media pages. Follow all of the different social media pages. I post different things on different places. So if you want to be in the know, definitely check out those pages as well. While you're down there, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you know when new videos pop out. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up. Good luck with whatever plays you guys do decide to put in. Hopefully you guys are still alive in your survivor leagues. Good luck with your survivor picks. Good luck with your fantasy football teams, all that good stuff. But I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again for stopping by, and good luck.